Hey Libra, I'm Empress Rose and welcome to your reading. This is a general reading, so take what works, leave what doesn't. Check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus for other parts of your story. If this one doesn't catch your wave, maybe one of those will. And all the cards are thoroughly pre-shuffled. I have learned that I cannot shuffle and talk at the same time. So we just do that before we start talking. All right, what's our accurate, most helpful message for Libra this week? We're starting with the Oracle Mystical Moments deck. Oh yeah, baby, that's a good one. All right. Okay, so we have Lullaby here. This is a sort of a deep meditative state. It's the vibe, it's the vibration, the cello, that deep resonant vibration. And we're hearing it spiritually. We're not tuning into really any other senses, or our sense of sound is going to be really crucial here. And really part of our week. And the sound of silence, honestly, is going to be part of the week. And there's a lot of reflection, meditation, maybe darkness, maybe not necessarily being able to see things very clearly. We have in both of these cards starry night skies. So we have and some fog and mist. But we have some stars. We can see the stars, but it is still dark. And we're not really relying on our sense of sight, and we're not relying on our logic. We're relying on this deep emotional resonance that we're feeling, this deep intuition. And the lullaby is the silence itself. The lullaby is the sound of the universe. The lullaby is the sound of ourself, of our soul. There's just so much beautiful silence here, a meditative silence, a deep emotional meditative silence, which sounds really nice after recent readings that we've had. And then we have Abracadabra. So this is the magic of words, the magic. We've grown so much. Look at how much we've grown. We're just like, we've rocketed up and we're touching the stars, and we're actually able to make our dreams come true through our words. There's a lot. What's so funny here is this is silence, and then we have abracadabra, and this is words. This is words making things happen. The magic of communication, the magic of words, really being able to touch the stars, being able to manifest dreams. Our mind has grown so much. Look at this. The spiral is always about, we all have our cycles and our energy patterns and the situations that we face over and over again. And our hope is that each time we face one of the themes of our lives over again, each time we face that again, we've grown a little. And that's the symbolism of the spiral here, is this growth. So our minds are growing, and we're circling back around to an issue again. But this time we've grown, and we've grown so much. We've really rocketed up. We almost seem like a bride here. So we could be, this could be a relationship that's grown, and that we've grown in the way that we relate to others. This could also just be like a commitment, something you've committed to, and you've grown a lot, and you're starting to sort of bring in some of the fruits of that labor, which I don't think those two things are different. Something you've committed to, and you're starting to see it manifest and to see the results here. So that's always so exciting, because I think it's so, sometimes faith is really hard to have faith that once you go on a path and you commit to that path and you take the steps, a lot of them, not very unusual steps. I mean, it can be still so hard, at least for me, to still imagine that these steps are all leading to somewhere, and where we don't always get to define, but we do get to define what we commit to and what we put our work into. All right, so we're going to move to the Moonology deck. Get a deceptively simple, straightforward message. Moonology. I'm finding Moonology seems very straightforward, and yet each meaning has layers to it. All right, Moonology. Where are we going here? What do we got? What do we got for Libra this week? What have we got for Libra this week? Okay, we've got 2. Oh, it's probably my favorite card in this deck. Full Moon in Virgo. You are good enough. I like that one. It's very self-explanatory. It just has so much to do with, you know, just you are enough. You are good enough. You have put in this work. If you are getting rewards for your work, don't doubt that you deserve those. You know, let's not have any imposter syndrome here where we have accomplished something and we've put that work in. So it's kind of ironic, you know, sometimes we're like, is this ever going to go anywhere? You know, I keep working on this. I'm very committed to this. Is this ever going to go anywhere? And then when we get there, we're like, do I deserve this? I don't know. So this is saying, yes, you do deserve the successes you have. Yes, you have worked hard. You are good enough. Even you're good. It's enough. You've done enough. You're good enough. You can accept these beautiful things into your life. These magical events. You know, I was talking about commitment and how much you've grown with that commitment, and that work that you've put in. So yeah, you are good enough. You deserve. Well, you're good enough even if you can't put the work in. So. Which is a complex idea, which I haven't really discussed much here. Well, it's not really complex. You are enough. Yeah. So believe in the impossible. Wow. Oh my God. I love these 2 cards together. You are good enough and believe in the impossible. That's just beautiful. Full Moon in Virgo and Blue Moon. Wow. And mixed with this Abracadabra card, this seems like this could be a really exciting week with just seeing results or seeing things that you never thought would happen coming to fruition here. That's really exciting. Okay, now we're going to move to the Santa Muerte deck. Again, these have been thoroughly pre-shuffled. I'm just sort of nervously shuffling them around. Libra, this is your past, your present, your inner landscape. What's at issue? The environment, the to-do list, and the possible outcome. Okay. In your recent past, you've been in hermit mode. You've been maybe isolated, dealing with some internal demons, looking to yourself, looking to light your own way, looking for this is a spiritual vibe too here. You know, this isn't necessarily just totally self-reflection. This is also reflecting on a light outside yourself, but also within yourself. It's in your coffin, but it's also not inside your body. So this is like a mix of self-reflection and spiritual reflection and that kind of thing. You've definitely got your demons here, as we all do, and they're in this rest time with you, and you're really dealing with these internal demons here. And these could be fears, this could be a sense of inadequacy, this could be, you know, having to deal with a fear that something's never going to happen, that you've put in all this work and it's never going to happen, a fear that you aren't good enough, a fear that you aren't enough, and those might be some internal demons that you've had to deal with, and in your isolation, there they are. You've been dealing with them. They're these little creatures, these little centipedes all over here, and you know, you've been dealing with those, and in a sense of isolation, seeking spiritual guidance for yourself. And I'm getting, I think these are pretty echoing. This one has a lot more peace to me, and this one has a lot more dealing with sort of your doubts and fears. In the present situation, you have a King of Wands. This can be an actual person in your life, very inspired, very charismatic, very excited. Also, I see the pointing here and pointing here. Here, we'll put them like that. They're pointing at the stars, at inspired ideas. So in your current situation, you have someone, could be you, could be someone else, who's very excited about something, inspired, passionate about something, and is really leading the way, is being a mentor to you, I believe. Or you are being a mentor. But there is in the present situation a person who is charismatic, inspiring, has a really great idea, lots of passion, and is really, reaching for the stars and looking to just really reaching high for their goals and what they want. In your inner landscape, you're waiting for something internally. This is the Six of Pentacles. This is a real waiting vibe. You're waiting for something to happen, waiting for something to change. Maybe you've put in all this work, and you've committed to this thing, and you've put in a bunch of work for it, and you've grown and you've grown and you've grown, and you'd really like to start seeing some results, something happening in real life. So this is sort of impatiently patient. This is tick-tocking back and forth. As you wait, you may be wavering on, like, have I done the right thing? Have I done enough? Was this really up the path for me? Is this actually going to work out? So you're just kind of having sort of some internal pacing here, as you wait for, I believe, the results of something you've invested in and something you've dealt with and something you've been committed to for a while now, working on it. At issue is this Four of Swords. This is too much preparation, too much waiting. This is, we take this in the reverse here. So it could be needing a break at this point for mental health issues, although it looks like you have been taking a break. So maybe you need to take a break from thinking about things. Maybe you need to take a break, but this is sort of a break that's either gone on way too long. It was meant to be a rest up for tomorrow. Let's prepare. Let's prepare for our future with rest and these preparations. We're preparing our coffin here that we're resting in here, but this has gone on too long, and so the timeout's been too long. Possibly the preparations are taking too long. You're not preparing. You didn't take the break that you were supposed to take. You didn't make the preparations you were supposed to make. So that could also be the case, that you just haven't taken the break or taken the preparations. Although you have been committed here, so there might be just something that you're missing as far as like getting things ready for your next steps. It could also be not having gotten everything ready, or it's just taking too long. And this rest here that you've been in your recent past it's taking too long. There's something here that you were expecting results much, much sooner, and they're just taking a really long time. And that's obviously blocking the way forward. In your environment, you have this Queen of Swords. So this is an actual person that you actually know, who is tired of fighting, who's sick of it, who would like to put the sword down, throw it away, but they're still going to be able to fight for themselves. They're gonna stand up for themselves. This could be you, this could be someone, this is in your environment. So this is looking like someone in your environment who's sort of a veteran, who has been through battle after battle after battle, is very battle tested, and she's still gonna cut you down if she wants to, but she's not gonna pursue that as an option right now. She doesn't want to pursue a battle. She will defend herself though if she finds herself in the middle of one, but she's not chasing after any new battles here because she's kind of tired. And this could be either gender, but this is the vibe, is someone who's just been through a lot of battles and is very tired and is sick of fighting, but will cut you down. I mean, she's so tired. She's like, oh, you're giving me shit. Okay, you're done. We're done here. And she'll just cut you down very quickly because she really doesn't want a long, drawn-out battle. She's tired of battles. So she's here to put an end to any kind of battle, or make sure it's all very curtailed and very short-lived, because she's not doing a drawn-out thing anymore. Okay, she's not going to battle. She's gonna just do a targeted assassination, but she's not gonna do a whole ass battle with you or with anybody else. So in your to-do list is the Fool here. This is a new journey that's presented itself. You are to, oh my gosh, you're supposed to step out. You're supposed to step out on a new journey. You're mildly prepared. You have a very poorly packed suitcase, but you got your heart on your suitcase. This is a heartful journey. Something has transformed, something's changed, and it's time to follow this dream, this exciting dream. It's a divine timing thing. It's come into your life right at this time, right for this moment. You are at level 0. You're leaving a graveyard that you've maybe been holding vigil at, and it's finally time to leave that area, leave that graveyard, leave the, it's always good to honor and recognize the past and our ancestors, and to I have this real Dia de los Muertos, the family's been hanging out at this graveyard honoring the ancestors, but now it's time to leave. The day is over, the honoring is done, and it's time to set out on a totally new adventure that's come to you, possibly brought to you by your ancestors. You've got everything you need. Technically, it's not well packed, but this is an exciting new adventure. You do know, you're aware that it's going to be a little fraught, but you're willing to go for it anyway. You may not be perfect, but you are definitely good enough for this journey. So that's your to-do list, is to set out on a new venture, a new idea. You've had all this time to think. You've had all this time waiting and thinking and feeling and soul searching, and this opportunity is going to come along, and you are meant to take it and believe in the impossible. This is this same vibe, the Fool, and believe in the impossible, blue moon. It's just a really rare opportunity, and it's time to take it and make a leap of faith. A possible outcome is justice. This is fairness. This is balance, things coming into balance, reaping what you've sown. It's very beautiful. It can feel a little scary, and it is out of your control a little bit. So a possible outcome is something fair. I mean, and putting in the work and this commitment and this growth that you've been through here, this bride and committed to your dreams, committed to your vision that you've been through. So it seems like, a little bit fair to that you're going to reap some rewards for that this week. So a possible outcome is justice, fairness. This can actually be an actual legal situation, an actual legal thing coming in here, with some fairness, with some reaping what you've sown. So, if you're on the side of justice, then this is going to work for you. If you have not been on the side of justice and have been poorly behaved, which I seriously doubt any of my viewers have engaged in poor behavior where they need this little scythe to come in and cut them down here. But there is a vibe here of, it's justice, it's fairness. It's going to come in. You can expect a fair outcome to the situation. Maybe there hasn't been a lot of justice, so that's what? Impossible. How is there wow, that happened. Justice, finally. This person gets their comeuppance, or the situation, resolves fairly. So that's a pretty exciting outcome, honestly, because not all situations resolve fairly. As far as we can tell, as far as we can see. We do reap what we sow often, but it is sometimes hard to see when you've seen injustice happen. We often don't see the reaping what you sow. So this is saying that energy is coming in here. So, all right, Libra, I hope that was helpful for you. And I hope that you have a wonderful week with this impossible, you're good enough, abracadabra, taking this leap forward and experiencing a sense of justice. That sounds really awesome. So All right, and I really appreciate your likes, subscribes, and comments. They are so, one, encouraging to me, so I really appreciate that, of course, and two, they help bring this message to more people, and I think that's important. So thank you.